Hi, I'm Noel Gouldin, president of CellGate. I'm here to show you how our new OmniPoint LoRa wireless access control system works. These are the EPMs that are installed at the entry point. This one has a small internal antenna. This is totally waterproof. And this one has an external antenna. Now the devices that you will receive don't have these boxes. We just have it here, make it easier to carry. So these are communicating using LoRa with the gateway that is then connected to our servers by LTE. So LoRa makes it the long range access control. The gateway is actually 20 feet up, so it'd be like on the top of a building, and it communicates from there. Okay, so here we are at the corner on an intersection, and we're actually 311 feet from the gateway. So it's a pretty good distance. The internal antenna is blinking 3 times, and the external antenna is blinking 4 times. So great signal strength here. So we're at stop number 2. We're at 533 feet, and the internal antenna is still blinking 3 bars, and the external antenna is still blinking 4 bars. Now we're going to walk on up close to that building on the back side. These are the tilt wall, concrete, steel rebar enforced building. So we're going to walk that way. Okay, so now we're about 33 feet from the edge of the building, and the internal antenna is blinking 2 bars, and the external antenna is still blinking 4. So this kind of environment, it really shows the benefit of an external antenna. We just went right up next to the building because that's where you would really be installing this anyway. And so the internal antenna is 2 blinks, and the external antenna is 3 blinks. So we're 533 feet away on the edge of a tilt wall building, shooting through the tilt wall building to the gateway. So now we're 673 feet away, and we've got sometimes 2, sometimes 3. So I don't know exactly what the dB cutoff is for 2 and 3, but we're just right hovering in there for this one. And this one is 4 blinks. So external antenna still really solid. And even though we're going lower in blinks, that doesn't have anything to do really with the reliability of the signal. Signal's getting there because this is blinking. It means the data is getting through. Okay, now I'm at the second building, and it's got this overhang, and I'm right up next to it, so it would really be like being next to the building. This one has 2 bars. This one has 2 blinks. This one has 3 blinks. But I'm going to go ahead and back up and get underneath this overhang, and let's see how they perform. Okay, so now I'm about 5 feet under this overhang. So we got a concrete on top of us, and at 673 feet. This one has 1 blink, this one has 3. So it's really showing the significance of this external antenna. So if I was installing here, it would definitely be a preference to use an external antenna. Okay, so now we're 870 feet from the gateway. This one, internal antenna, has 2 blinks, and the external antenna has 3 blinks. So we're still kind of in the open. Now we're going to go behind that building. Okay, so now we're 870 feet, but about 30 feet in from the side of the concrete building. And so this internal antenna is having a hard time staying connected. It does reboot and reconnects, but it's blinking 1 bar, 1 blink, and then it'll wait a little while, it'll reboot. So it does come back online. This one has a solid 2 blinks to it. So the internal antenna does have some directionality to it, just because of the physics of the antenna itself, where this one is not only higher gain, but it's also getting more of the bounce of the signal from other things around it, whether it's buildings or trees or whatever. Now, you could, if you want, put an antenna, put an EPM, up on a roof or somewhere else, and then run the wires. It's still not a long run, but you certainly can do that. They are weatherproof. And this shows you the power of the LoRa technology, the range, the building penetration, the way the signals can bounce around, and we can get access control 870 feet totally wireless.